As we move into spring and we can see warm weather ahead, this is a great time to talk about weather safety. We want to talk today a little bit about, number one, how do we know that weather is moving into our area, severe weather that we need to take precautions for? And number two, where do we go when we hear those alerts that severe weather is moving our way? So first and foremost, let's talk about how do we know? How do we know that severe weather is coming and we need to do something? We need to take shelter. If you live in town or near a city, you may hear the weather sirens go off. Those weather sirens actually are tested every month to make sure that they will be working and ready in the case of severe weather moving into your area. They will sound alerting you that you need to take shelter. But what if I live in the country or I'm in my house and my doors and my windows are shut and I'm not going to be able to hear that weather siren? Then you may already have one of these, or you may want to go and purchase a weather radio or look for a weather app for your cell phone. Those apps, the weather radio, will alert you when severe weather is identified and could be potentially moving into your area, alerting you for the need to take cover and prepare yourself for the weather that is ahead. So great, now the alert has been sounded. What do I do? Well, if you're outside, you're going to want to move inside. And I want to show you a demonstration from my friend Bernard using an AirZooka, a toy that you can purchase, and I'll even show you how to make one. But he's going to show you, what do you do when that alert comes through? Where is the best place to be, especially if you're out camping?
You know, maybe the sirens are going off. Why do we need to go to the shelter? We go to the shelter all the time and nothing ever happens. Well, this will give them an example of what could happen and why it's important to go to a shelter. So what I have here in this demonstration is 3 simple items, and the tissue right here represents a tent. Let's say you're out at the 4-H camp, or maybe you're out at a weekend camp out and you're in your tent and all of a sudden your phone or something gives you a weather alert and you need to go to the shelter. We're going to see if that tent's a shelter. Or maybe we go to the car. Is the car a good shelter? Probably not. Or do we need to get into a building that's a nice weather shelter? But this AirZooka here has got a little handle on it, and if you notice, this is the front of the AirZooka where the air comes out. The only thing we're moving is air, so this is going to represent a tornadic wind or a straight line wind. The way it works, there's a little knob here in the back. You pull this back, and then with this plastic, it's just like a big rubber band on there, and it shoves all the air in the AirZooka right out this front hole, and you're going to see the effects of that. So let's take a look at what happens when our straight line winds hits our campsite, sitting in the car, or should we be in the shelter in the home here. Let's take a look at this. As you can see, our tent and our car is not a safe place to be in that weather condition. Nice shelter, get in there and be safe.
So I think we've identified that if you are out camping, the best place to be is in a building. And ultimately that is the same as if you're at a park, if you're at a ball field, or even if you're playing in your backyard. When you hear the sirens, when you hear the alert that severe weather may be coming, you want to get inside. Okay, now I said that I would show you how to make your own AirZooka so that you can do that same demonstration that Bernard did for your friends and for your family. It's really easy. You don't even have to go out and buy the toy. You can do it with a milk jug. Here I just have an empty milk jug with the cap removed. You just have to be able to squeeze it really hard and let the air shoot out the end. It's a very easy way to make your own little AirZooka, and you can do that same demonstration showing that the best place to be is not in your tent, not in your car, but in your home or in a solid building. With that being said, here's another activity that you can do with your family. Identify that place in your home, the best and safest place for you to be in the case of severe weather. Make sure that that place is accessible for all of your family members that may be home with you at the time. that you can get in there, you can be comfortable, but most importantly, that you can be safe during the duration of any type of storm. That's a great activity for you to help make your home a safer place to be as we move in to the spring and summer seasons. We'll see you tomorrow, and thanks for visiting.